Hello. Okay, you can hear me. So we're live. Lit. Give me un momento, because I need to get myself together for a little bit. But nobody's really here yet, so that's okay. Um, got my proof. Okay. Okay, here we go. Um, I just needed. Man. Oh, the blade. Because we're gonna be chopping some stuff up today. Okay. Cool. Got our gloves. We got scissors. We got our scrapey, and I think I'll just use the smaller one today because we're going to be doing smaller piece. So I think that's all we needed from here. Set that down. Oh, boy. Oh. Okay, maybe that's better. Okay. We got our rag. I thought I was gonna be done with my dinner a little bit sooner, but that's okay. Cause we can make this a mukbang. Okay. Okay, here we go. Cute. This is my first time going live on this page, and it's going fantastic. So I'm gonna take a little bite of my pacha. Mm. I wish I could. Oh, let's do this. Yeah. Just gonna get a few more bites of my pasta, and then we'll get started. Okay. Wow. That was delicious and very necessary. Remember to feed yourself today if you haven't, whenever you're watching this. Okay, so hi, my name is Angelique, also known as Angelique the Artist, and I am working on a series of pieces um, that I am pulling, excuse me, forward through oil pastels um, to articulate the universal laws. And in doing this, I'm not going into it like I'm going to be like the law of giving and receiving or the law of polarity, you feel me? And then drawing that. I'm really just um, going at the canvas. This is my canvas today, and most days it's a pre-washed, pre-whitewashed piece of cardboard, recycled from like cereal or crackers or whatever. Um, and we're just going at it with these pastels. And I don't know how long this stream is going to be. It's just going to be as long as it takes for me to do something I feel is complete. Um, and it might be something specific where I come through and I'm like, ooh, this is this or this is that. But it might not be. I might have to sit with it. There are a few pieces that I've done already, and one of them I did create intentionally because the idea came to me after I was looking at one of the other pieces and being like, oh, this is like that universal law. But then I had a visioning of a different illustration of it, and I was like, oh, this is a lot more accurate. Um, and the other one was giving off a different vibe. So we're gonna see what the vibe is for this today. But first, primero, we're going to check out this box, this little piece of foam. Um, I got it at work because I do building work, like display building and furniture building. Um, and these little foam boxes came up one day while I was making this random little shelf thing. And I was like, oh my gosh, these will be so good for backing and kind of framing works. So um, I got them. I was like, yo, manager lady, can I take this? She's like, yeah, I don't care. I was like, cool. So we're going to surgically slice this thing apart. And yeah, that's what we're doing right now. It is like a foam material. And okay. Okay, here we go. And the reason that I felt inspired to use it was because I was looking into the care of oil pastel artwork. Because if you don't know about oil pastels, they are very sensitive and they smudge very easily. And if you like put them directly up against glass, they will catch on the glass and smudge the work. So they're very sensitive. They're like, don't touch me. And I'm like, respect. And as I was looking up the care for it, it was saying you can put it in a kind of matting that is allows a gutter so that there's space between the work and the um, glass. Um, it also um, cautioned against using acrylic glasses, like plastics, um, because those create static. And honestly, this foam might create static too. Now that I'm kind of handling it, but we'll see. Well, we're trying things art. We're trying things art. Yes, we're being creative and just experimenting. Um, the pieces that I have made so far are quite a bit bigger than this. So what we're making today is going to be actually a pretty smaller scale. Um, but it's not about the size of the art. It's about the expression of the art. Okay? So, yeah. Um, just a little promo for myself. Um, I just opened up a clubhouse room or clubhouse house. I think that's what it's called. How they do that these days. And it's called Inner Creator Conversations. And in that house, we're going to be discussing uh, different topics of how to connect to your inner creator. We're going to be holding space to discuss our experiences from youth and holding space for some young people if they decide to come in the room. Um, I am an artist and a life coach, and my particular passion is for inspiring young people to create a life that they desire to live. And I say desire to live specifically. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're making moves. And I say desire to live specifically because um, we keep hearing about all of these statistics and these news stories about young people taking their lives because they feel like they don't have a purpose, or they feel like they're alone, or they're just tired of the world. And in my teen years, I definitely struggled with suicidal ideation, and rather silently, and it was pretty painful. So I want to create space for young people to uh, express and process different experiences that trigger them. And I want to allow them to do that through artwork, um, because that is something that has helped me in my adult years, dealing with uh, unaliving thoughts, as the internet kids like to say. Um, so yeah, okay. That's a bit about me and the space I'm going to be opening on Clubhouse. And we're going to be having those conversations on uh, Friday evenings. So this Friday, if you have Clubhouse and you are available, come hang out. No pressure on participating in the conversation, um, but you can uh, participate if you feel like you would like to participate. Okay, so what's happening here is we have this very thin layer here. I might need a sharper. Let's do a new one. I might need a sharper blade. Let's see. Let's see if this helps. Because this blade is actually still pretty solid. But fresh blades hit different. Ooh. And I gotta say, I've had these blades since like 2019. Um, and I think I paid like $3 or $4 for the pack. I think there was maybe like 8 or 10 in there. And it's 2023. You feel me? They are really uh oh, here we go. I forgot how to even open the thing. Um they're really good quality. They're exacto blades. And I got them to as a part of materials for um art class. I went to Glendale Community College to further my see easy. She's like, why were you even struggling? Okay, see, that makes the difference. Fresh blade. Okay. Yeah, so I did actually take some art classes at Glendale Community College in Glendale, California. Shout out to Olivia Booth, um, my main art teacher. I was in 2 of her classes, and I was taking a figure drawing class as well, um, by another instructor, but I don't remember his name. He was a pretty cool dude, though. Um, it was so funny because he came to the class the first uh, week of class. He had this really long hair and this really wicked beard, and he was explaining how he was backpacking up California or like to Washington, or he was backpacking from Washington down to California with his son, just like hoofing it. And I was like, yo, this guy is cool. And then he did like his regular shaving stuff. And I was like, yeah, it's still pretty cool. But it was actually pretty interesting to be like, yo, this mountain man guy is my teacher. And I can't remember his name. I think it was Craig. His name was Craig, I believe. Um, Last name, don't ask. But I remember Miss Olivia Booth very well because she just opened up my world so much and showed me, well, not just me, but showed the class a lot of awesome books about color theory and like how magical colors are, and all the different ways you can use color and form to play with the eye and express ooh, different experiences. Okay. Um, and it was just a beautiful. It was just beautiful. It was just beautiful to be able to learn something that I've always wanted to learn about, but um, just didn't because I thought I had to do something else that wasn't art. And it's so weird because it's like they teach art in college, so like, why wasn't that considered a viable option? Like, it's right up in there with the rest of the classes. You feel me? But yeah, I took that time to invest in myself. Um, and at the time, actually, I was um, partially living out of my car. I was staying with a friend I met at um, doing massage therapy work and in massage therapy school. Um, but I just could not keep up with the rent, and it wasn't even that much. Um, I just didn't have the income capacity to balance everything, and I got my car towed this one time. Oh my god, and it was like $500. Oh my god, it was one of the most anxiety inducing and taxing experiences of my life. Like, would not recommend. 0 out of 10, negative 5,000 out of 10. Don't get your car towed. It is a tragic experience and it is expensive, especially in the Los Angeles area. Okay, so I was thinking I could cut into this because you see here there's like a seam, but it's really like solidly together, and I feel like I would have to dig it out, and I don't think that would be cute. So we're just gonna chop this off. Okay, give it a little haircut. Almost like I'm cutting off his little ears. It's okay, you don't need them. You're a piece of foam. Okay. Doo-dee-doo. I mean, I was studying to be a veterinarian at first. I was planning to do like sciencey things. I was considering doing surgery, but then I was like, but this is kind of like the same thing almost. Okay, so we have our base here. Funny enough, we're not even going to be working on this. I just wanted to have the size, put those over there, so I could cut this properly. Um, and I am going to leave a little room on the edges so that it's not ooh, cut. I say no. He's like, no, ma'am, I don't want to cut. That's okay. But leave a little room on the edges so it's some space to work with. Doodly 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 doo. Okay, cut that a little crooked, but that's okay. We're just hanging out today. Okay, so we got this side. And then we're gonna leave a little room on the bottom here. Is it very good yet? Never really see. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay. So here's where we're at with this. That's 2 hands. Okay. Maybe I cut it a little bit more. A little bit more breathing room. Actually, if we have it this way, it's a little bit better. We'll just have to remember to do that. I think I'm gonna cut this here. Yeah, that's actually pretty okay. Cool beans. All right, I'm gonna take a little yum of pasta before I get started here. Hmm. Mm. Wow, that was a fairly large nom, but I don't regret it. Okay, we're gonna put this in here. Safety first. It's not like tragically though. It was just not where we wanted it to be. Okay, so before we even get started, I'm gonna put on my gloves because can you see me still? Okay. We're gonna put on our gloves because oil pastels are pretty oily. Um, and can be a little messy and smudgy, as I previously mentioned. Um, and cleaning off your fingers is not the worst thing in the world, but something that I don't want to be dealing with. You feel me? Strengthening our knee game on this evening, okay? Okay. And I turned these inside out because I went pretty hard on the other side, and I kind of had to clean them off or like wash them or something. But I just haven't gotten around to it. But I had turned this one inside out, and I've been pretty good about wiping this off. And this side seems to be a little bit more forgiving, so we're grateful for that. Excuse me. Just gonna do a little test here. Make sure we're clear to go. Cool beans. Just a little bit on there, but we'll be all right. So again, we're just kind of going into this. Um, this green is popping out to me. This one right here. Um, let's see. I was gonna say if I don't get it the third time, I'm just put it back. This one. Um, with some purple. And I also like to include some melanated tones in my work because it's important that we see brown colors in art. This is more of like a red color. Let's, and it might be okay. Yeah, it's definitely more of a burgundy. So that can do that. I'm also seeing this color here. The set is fairly new to me, even though I have had it for quite some time. It was just tucked away. I don't even remember where I got it. I think um I was gonna say I think my bestie got me this set, but looking at it, I'm like, I don't think it's the same set. But in any case, since it's green that's hopping out to me, you're gonna watch this process. We're just here using some colors um, and seeing where they take us. Might get a little bit of silence as we're just kind of zoning into the work here. Because I like to just sit and draw and give myself to the art, you know? And there's not too much of anything that I feel like I want to talk about right now. So we're just gonna draw here. And again, this has been washed with a white acrylic just very quickly. No real intention behind it. Not even trying to make it like flat or anything like that. Um, I like the texture of it, so I guess that is the intention, is to kind of keep the texture of it. And yeah, that's pretty much the intention, is to keep the texture because I like the way that it adds to the piece. I don't know what the copyright things are, and I don't know if you can hear what's playing, but shout out to Kayla. Bah, 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 bah. I think we want to do some blue. I think we're gonna do some blue here. Some of this deeper blue, this navy color. Is this what I'm looking for? Maybe. What shape do we want here? Okay, okay. I really love this song. But again, I'm just gonna let it perhaps not even be audible. But I think it's called Somebody to You. If you listen to Caleb, you know, you know. You feel me? Yeah. And the reason that I'm drawing on this thing instead of on here is because I might want to use that for something else. And I'm not really sure what yet. So we're just gonna let that be where it is. And if I do feel inspired to give it a little go, okay. Oh, I didn't fill in that one. And didn't give you a little thing here. I think you can still still do like covers and stuff, right? Okay. So what I like to do from this point is start smudging. And this is the best part for me. Just going in and kind of rubbing things out and seeing what comes out. And then I also have that scraper thingy. Because I like to also scrape a bit. Okay, that's what we have the cloth for. Getting kind of close to these blue colors. So it's bleeding in a little bit, but that's a part of the process. And I think we're going to give these a little shady shave, which is kind of essentially the same thing as rubbing them, except different because it actually removes a lot of the pigment in like a very direct way instead of spreading it out. It more so just takes it off, but keeps it on because oil pastel. Okay. You give the future. I love every song on K-Love, honestly. It's the only radio station I really listen to. It's the only like music I really listen to if I'm being for reals. I'm gonna give this a nice scrapey here. Oh yeah. And another great thing with the scraping is that I can move the pigment around and scrape it up again. I can just move it around. And it's also very satisfying. If you're like into cleaning, kind of gives that same vibe of like deep cleaning. And also with doing the smudging and the scraping, um, it blends it into the acrylic underlay, which adds which adds it to it. You know, it really fills in the crevices. So it's like for real, a part of the canvas section there. And and during this process, I like to make sure that I'm not um, judging myself based on like what does this look like, or is this being accurate and representing something, and more focused on the color composition and making sure that the colors are either blending how I want them to blend or staying pure, you know, more focused on that type of deal instead of composition. I'm more focused on the colors themselves. Okay. Okay. And my work tends to be pretty prismatic. Um, because I start being like, this needs a little bit more of this. And then it ends up being like all the colors. Even if I'm like, I'm going to only use this, this, and this. It's like, actually, I want a little bit more of that. Okay. You are gorgeous. Okay. So yeah, this purple is looking like it wants to spread. So we're gonna let it spread. Because I was thinking I wanted to do some red, but then I was like, maybe this purple will come through. So we're gonna focus on the purple with the, we'll call it mahogany. Because these don't technically have names on them. Um, yeah, these don't have the names on them. They're just there. Let me double check again. Because I did try to look on here, but it has like their PO box. Hold on. I just realized that right now. And then it says it conforms to some sort of code, and then it has a made in China. So that's that. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna put some purple in between the orange there. And then we're gonna add a little more purple here and here and here and here. Okay. And I think I'm gonna add a little more purple to all of them because I really like this color. I'm gonna spray these. Oh my gosh, so they do this telling jokes on Hump Day, and it's like one of those things where people come and tell their corny jokes, and hear a lot of the same ones, but the DJs are so kind about it. Because I feel like I would be like, okay, we heard that one. No. But yeah, I think this DJ's name is Scott because he's usually with another lady, but it's her birthday. Happy birthday, Kelly. And sometimes with the scraping, I like to do some blending also. That's a funny. He just said, "What do you call a hippie's wife?" Mrs. Hippie. That's hilarious. Some of them are pretty funny. Some of them are pretty funny. And I be real tickled. Not gonna lie. Okay. Okay. So at this point, I start seeing what do I want to do with this? How are we feeling? Does it feel done? Still feels like it needs some red. So I'm going to put some red on it. I thought doing the extra purple would hit, but it didn't hit like I was hoping. But that's okay. That's okay. 'Cause every color is different for a reason. A reason to believe. Okay, let me stop singing songs because I really don't know what the deal is with that. And this is my first time streaming, and I don't want YouTube coming at me. Okay. I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna do a little bit here. Do a little bit here. Okay, I think we're good on the red. And we're gonna give that a little scrape. I also do the scraping again, like I was saying, to press it into um, the acrylic, um, but also because the pastels are fairly sensitive and they will like crumble off or smudge or whatever. Very sensitive. Um, just to really get it on there. So I don't have to even like think about that, or at least not too much. The constitution of it'll be there. And I don't have to be like, oh no, is it gonna come off or whatever? Oh yeah, this is looking more like what I like it to look like. There's like a party going on here. Like a party. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Oh yeah, this is looking nice. This is looking nice. And then I'm gonna go over it and do some outlining, I guess, like some detailing uh, with a black. And then we're gonna sign it somewhere random, whatever feels right, whatever feels like it wants that little touch. But one thing at a time. That's something that art has definitely taught me. Is doing one thing at a time. Because you can't paint yellow and purple at the same time with the same brush on the same spot. Otherwise, it's going to turn brown. And if you want brown, that's great. Then the one thing that you're doing is painting brown. But if you want to paint purple or you want to paint yellow, you got to do one at a time. Okay. Ooh, okay. This is real fun. This is a real fun one here. I'm already getting an idea of where I want to put the outlines and stuff so we can create the drama, like Miss Olivia Booth said. She didn't have an accent like that, but you know, the drama was a part of what I learned, and you create that through building the contrast. And Black offers that. Black offers that contrast, that drama for your mama. Okay, I'll just kind of fill this in a little bit. Some of these red, because she really wanted to come through today. Okay, cool. Okay, so this is where we at. I don't remember which side I started at. So we'll give it a nice 365 here. Okay. Ooh, this way looks kind of cool. Okay. And I think this is where we started. I also like this. Kind of looks like a little dude with fire hair. Kind of digging it. Okay, so I have this one like very dark black pastel that I love to do my finishing with. Um, and I need to find another one because I already know that when it reaches its little end, I'm going to be like, please, I need this in my life. You are my steady hand. And I like to, something that I learned in art school was having a system, like developing a set of rules for yourself so that you can create a work that um, has some sense to it for you. And not really, it's not really about it making sense for other people, but knowing what it is for you that you want to do next. So that while you're like in your flow, you can be like, okay, this is where I do this thing, and this is where I do that thing. So that you don't get stuck. Okay, okay. I think we're gonna accent these red squiggles. Oh yeah, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Okay, okay. I think I like this. I think I like this. And we're going to. I think we're gonna leave the squiggles in the red orange alone. But let's see that we didn't do this one. I think we're gonna let those be. And now I have to figure out where I'm gonna sign this thing. Okay. Oh, this is fun. This is giving me 80s button down vibes. I like it a lot. So where do I want to put my signature? I think we're gonna put it right here. Yeah. I like that. Boop. It's like a little face tap almost. But also it's just another one of the squiggles. Doodly doodly doo. Alright. So we're gonna take off our gloves. Wow, what a great time arting I had today. This really came out awesome. And I'm not sure which universal law or what this is portraying precisely. Let me maybe move my face up. But I like the composition. Yeah, I was trying to make it focus better, but it is what it is. Love it, love it. All right. So here I am again. Hey. So yeah, that was live painting on Wednesday. And I will see y'all next Wednesday and doing some more live pasteling. I guess it's more than painting. But in any case, oh yeah, let's see what it looks like on our phone here. Yeah. Ooh, professional. Wow. Ooh, professional. I honestly love this on here like that. Um, so yeah, thank you for joining today. Have a beautiful, wonderful, spectacular, magical evening because you deserve it, because you are worthy, because you can create it. And if you're looking for some creative support to tap into your inner creator, you can email me at angeliqueart@gmail.com or check out angelique.com. And if you are a young person or you know a young person who needs support with improving their self talk or setting boundaries or prioritizing themselves, managing emotional tasks, you can check out my website also and check out the Time for Teens page. That is a workshop that I developed with my friend who is a registered behavior technician as an effort to assist teens who are experiencing extended periods of sadness or hopelessness because of um, lack of connectedness to themselves and to others. So it is a group activity type of situation, and I recently was discussing with a business accountability partner of mine of including, excuse me, creative projects as part of that. So definitely reach out to me. I'm very much interested in getting into the flow of doing that so we can see what really comes up from these conversations, from these situations, because I really do believe that they will be exponentially beneficial in ways that I can't even imagine right now. That's not where that goes. I'm gonna close this down so I can organize these pastels. But I appreciate you being here. And again, reach out to me if you need support or you're looking to increase your creativity. Bye.